Hello, everyone. I never thought a day would come when I would be doing this, where I would be defending Star Wars Explained of all people. But we live in very interesting times indeed. Context for those who do not understand what's going on. Right now on Facebook, Star Wars Explained is currently being harassed by right-wingers. I don't even know if I would even consider them fucking fans at this point. But bear with me. Because he quoted Star Wars. I wish I was fucking joking. He quoted Andor, and he quoted a book, The Rise and Fall of the Galactic Empire. He took literal quotes from the book and posted on their page. And they got harassed for it. This is the state that we're in. We're quoting Star Wars can get you literally harassed by the right wing in the Star Wars fandom. When is enough? I'm dead serious at this point. Right now, ICE is disappearing people. ICE is executing people in broad daylight. There's 3 people that we know about. There's likely more. And someone drawing the parallels between what happened in Andor to what's going on now. People can't see the parallels? Of course they can. If you can't even see the parallels, then you fucking are not a Star Wars fan, period. Or you're just a fucking bad person. Like, the Empire did the exact same shit in Star Wars that ICE is doing currently to immigrants, to citizens of this country. I wouldn't be shocked. As I'm recording this video, someone else has been killed. Because why wouldn't they? The media is gaslighting us, claiming these people are terrorists, just like the Empire did to any victims they've killed. So, Star Wars Explained could have easily just ignored this and been like every other coward. And despite me not being a fan of his content, I have to be honest and I follow a code because I think I should follow this code along with everyone else. Whether you agree with someone's how they view Star Wars or not is irrelevant. If they're true to the values of Star Wars, which is anti-fascism, and they're being harassed by those very people for quoting Star Wars in support for the people that are being oppressed by ICE right now and the Trump regime, then you need to reevaluate yourself. Lines are being drawn right now. The very fact is you cannot quote Star Wars at this point with the right wing and not be attacked for it. Goes to show you just how much they've hijacked this fandom. And I think Star Wars fans overwhelmingly need to fight back and take our fandom back. And stop letting these domestic terrorists, and I will call them terrorists at this point, harassing everyone that has a slightly different opinion than them or doesn't support their fucking fascist beliefs. I'm tired of this shit. The very fact is, Star Wars Explained, someone that I'm not the biggest fan of, knows Star Wars, understands what Star Wars is about, can't even quote Star Wars at this point without being harassed or his wife. Oh, but we're supposed to feel sorry for the dude bros like fucking Star Wars Theory, who's a fucking grifter. We're supposed to feel sorry for him. Even though the guy was literally shitting on Andor while it was coming out. And did freaking apologelia for the fucking Empire regarding the SA scene in season 2 of Andor. We're gonna actually act like Star Wars Explained his wife are trying to harass Theory and drive him off YouTube because they wanted YouTube for once to enforce their terms of service. You know, Theory, who has a history of being affiliated with people that have harassed people, some even doxed people. And we're supposed to fucking feel sorry for him? I'm sick of this crap. Like, as a Star Wars fan, it's my responsibility to at least show some responsibility to those who I would probably disagree with. And I do disagree with how Star Wars Explained sees Star Wars. But I don't want him to get harassed for quoting Star Wars. It's ridiculous. I think every Star Wars fan should show solidarity to Star Wars Explained against these fucking Nazis. Instead of just being cowardly and sitting on the sidelines. Oh, I don't want to be a target. They're going to target you anyway. If someone like Star Wars Explained isn't safe to quote Star Wars, then who is? Who is? Who is safe in the Star Wars fandom if someone like Star Wars Explained isn't? Who's to say they wouldn't go after Thor? Who says they wouldn't? When will it end? And speaking of Thor, I think it's time that I don't think he's ever going to watch this, but I think he should do a video and being very serious about harassment is not fucking okay, especially on someone's freaking family. We've let the grifters control our fucking space for far too goddamn long. I'm speaking of this as someone that was once involved in the Star Wars fandom. I was driven out by grifters because I backed the wrong person. Yeah, I may have burned some bridges with the wrong people, but it doesn't change the fact that people like me were driven out. The former State of Star Wars guys, they were driven out too. Despite not being political, they were driven out by these grifters. The fandom menace from the very start has not been a serious group. It's always been full of grifters, and those who support them did not fucking care that the people that were leading this fascist cult weren't fucking serious fans. They were just using Star Wars to push their agenda. When Star Wars outlived its usefulness, they tossed it aside like a used condom. They have so little respect for Star Wars that they freaking treated it like a used condom. I'm just tired of this. The very fact that I have to do a video showing solidarity to Star Wars Explained just shows us what's fucking wrong with this fandom. But maybe Star Wars fans who disagree with each other, but don't support this shit, should fucking support each other. Because these people have run amok for too long. We've allowed them to take over our spaces, speak over us. And there's no fucking consequences. This is the result of our inaction. This is the fucking result. I'm not going to say I'm not guilty of that myself. That would be wrong for me not to take some responsibility, but the very fact is we need to fucking fight hard and push these people out. Because we're not going to have a fucking fandom left. Do we really want the future of Star Wars to be dictated by grifters and their followers? Do we really want that? I know I don't. I support Star Wars Explained and the and fuck the people that harass him and his wife to this very day. Fuck you. Star Wars Explained, whether I like his content or not, it doesn't matter. He, at the very least, understands what Star Wars is about. The very fact is you get triggered by him and his wife taking quotes from Andor and the rise and fall of the Galactic Empire says a lot about you. Of course, I'm pretty sure most of the harassment does come from bots, because it usually is. But we still need to take a stand, and I mean really take a stand, and just kick these people out and not shut the door permanently. Years ago, I was against gatekeeping. But I think doing gatekeeping is why we're in this fucking mess. I think we should have gatekept from the very beginning. To gatekeep these fucking people out. So they can not fucking poison everyone around them with their fascist filth. Or poison the next generation with their filth using Star Wars. I don't know how this video will be received. There may be those who watched me in the past who will be disappointed that I'm showing solidarity with Star Wars Explained. Fuck you! If someone is a fan of Star Wars, they understand Star Wars, and they're getting harassed by a bunch of fucking grifters, and those who support those fucking grifters, like, if you support Star Wars theory over a Star Wars fan that understands Star Wars, you're not a fan of Star Wars. I'm just going to say that right now. Am I being a gatekeeper? Fuck you. I am. I gladly will embrace that role. I'm sick of being afraid of embracing the role that I was always meant to embrace. Yes, we should gatekeep these people. We should gatekeep them for the protection of our community. We should gatekeep these people away from the young that are just trying to enjoy Star Wars. We should do that. We should kick them out permanently and lock the door. Because the soul of Star Wars is anti-fascism. And as long as we have people like Star Wars Explained in this space that actually speaks out against the fascism we're seeing right now in America, because what happens when we don't have people like him? If we have fascism in the Star Wars fandom unopposed, that's the problem, if anything. There's not enough Star Wars fans that are doing what Star Wars Explained is doing. And he's only doing the bare minimum here. I'm not expecting him to go out in the street holding a sign or holding a gun. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, as a Star Wars fan, the community as a whole, we need to do fucking more. Because this is the reason why things have gotten to this point. We were negligent. All of us. All of us were. I take responsibility for this. Every Star Wars fan that is against harassment, whether it's Thor Skywalker or everyone else, there's probably new people that have arisen since I pretty basically left. It is our responsibility to speak out. Even those who are part of the expanded universe part of the fandom, who don't really like Disney Star Wars, you are obligated to do that too, and you don't support this shit. If you don't support this shit, you are obligated to. Because when we let these people speak over us, that speak like they're the real fans, then we forfeit this space to them. Star Wars is anti-fascist. It always has been. And if we don't speak up for people like Star Wars Explained, then nobody will speak up for us when the entire community is fucking overrun with completely with fascists, and it's the fascists that dictate the narrative. We can't let that happen, especially with literal Nazis out in our streets. May the force be with us all. Solidarity to Star Wars Explained and his wife. Even if I don't agree with your takes, it's fucked up that you're going through what you're going through. Later.